Hello. So the question just came up just then. How do I simply produce, let's say, a cylinder in 2-point perspective? Okay, so this is not going to be a VCE type standard one or Year 10 standard. This is a little bit. This is for lower year levels. Okay, so let's start off here with our horizon line. And I'm drawing darker on my side here because it doesn't pick up too easily on the document camera. So I'm going to draw a vanishing point 1, so VP1 here, and I'm also going to have here VP2 on this side here. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do is we need to figure out how cylinders work. Okay, so I've got a glue stick right here. Okay, and let's have a look at this glue stick. If you see here, for example, if I have this glue stick at an extreme sort of angle, you'll see that this is smaller than this side here, for example. All right, so in the distance, the circle is smaller, and in front of you, the circle is bigger. Also, you note that because this is smaller and we're viewing this on a different plane, so this is the base of the glue stick, and this here is the top of the glue stick, you'll notice that the viewing plane is slightly different because we have distortion in our perspective. Okay, so let's try and replicate this. If you know how to do a cylinder, you know how to do some other shapes and things like that. So remember, this is not a VCE level technical drawing here, okay? So first of all, we draw in our, how can we do this? Okay, we can draw in a bounding box. So I'm going to draw this so that the cylinder is below our vanishing point. So I'm just going to draw in here our bounding box line from here to here. Okay, and exercise the normal sort of thing by creating a long tube. Okay, so we're going to just draw in from the vanishing point 2 across. So this is for people who have learned how to do 2-point perspective, and you are trying to do just a basic, quick, not so accurate. Okay, I must emphasize that this is not entirely accurate cylinder in 2-point perspective. All right, so if you're in Year 12 or Year 10 or Year 11, please do not follow this tutorial. I'll create another one for you another time if anyone asks for it. Okay, so we have here our basic sort of bounding box. We need to cancel it off. So obviously this bounding box doesn't go on forever. So I'm going to draw our end of bounding box there, and also on the other side here, the end of our bounding box here. So let's finish this off by putting in the top, and I also need to have, like you are Superwoman or Superman, and you have superpowers, and you can see through things, okay? All right, so we're going to draw our line from the vanishing point 2 to this side here, draw a line across, and we also have here a line that goes across the top there to right to the back to the vanishing point. So hopefully you can see that. All right, so now we're going to do the base. So draw a line in, and we come around here too, and draw another line here as well. So gee, this is a lot of stuff here, right? So what you need to do, and this is a basic sort of interpretation of this, is that you need to fit your circle into this space here. Okay, so I would, for example, just put it like a little dot where you think the center of these lines are. Okay, so you do the same thing on this side here too. So where the center of those lines are for where the circle's going to go. And then all you do is you figure out that the circle must hit that part of that line, and it distorts around, by the way, it distorts right around. Right, so don't let the circle go beyond your bounding box. You need to try and draw, whoops, I was a bit sort of rough there, it was off from the side of the bench. Need to try and draw this as accurately as possible. All right, you see here how there's a flat section. I'm going to draw this in a little bit more of a wider sort of shape there. Okay, so it takes a little bit of time to figure it out, and in the end, you draw a vertical line from one side to the other side, and then from this side here to the outermost stretch of that side there. Okay, and when it comes down to it, if you just want to have a cylinder which is opaque, you just simply erase all these other bits that you don't need anymore, including the bounding box as well. Okay, so I'm just going to erase all these things here. This is not really an accurate erase I have just picked up. Here we go. So let's just need to fix this up. So obviously this is not as accurate as I would like it to be. All right, but this here is what I would probably expect from, you know, maybe our junior years, okay? All right, so there we have a cylinder, a basic cylinder in 2-point perspective, set and done. Now, if this is a chair, for example, you might like to start sort of using these lines here, run a line that is kind of parallel to it. So you can sort of bring this out here like this, okay, and start sort of figuring out how it's going to look. All right, so you can sort of freehand it a bit. Yes? So that's the chair, that's the top of our chair. Okay, and this here could be the backrest of the chair, so looking at drawing the back side of that chair. Okay, and that's the thickness of that chair there. And we draw in the backrest there, the thickness of the backrest. Okay, and obviously we have some type of pole that comes down that supports that top section. Okay, and then we can fill it in afterwards. And that'll be all. That, remember, is a junior level how to draw a cylinder. Okay, thank you. Bye.